I think you're good with that one.
Why?
Good morning, everybody. 8 o'clock. Glad to have you with us. On the start of your Wednesday morning, you know me. Someone's got to keep these guys on the straight and narrow. Let them know what's going on.
So am I in the correct mic?
I think you're okay because I told Ben you were going to be joining, so I don't think he's planning on you wearing that one.
Okay, so I'll turn this one off.
Yeah.
I'm in Ed's chair, so my legs are literally.
There's a thing on.
It's going to be a long. Well, if I switch it now, I might go all the way to the bottom. So I'm just going to tough it out.
Good morning, everybody.
It's going to be a long 25 minutes.
Ed's out doing something. So we've got Aaron with us this morning. Got a bunch of people with us this morning. Hi,
good
Grace
morning,
and Felicia, Susan. Good
yeah,
morning.
Melly, we didn't even plan this.
I
Went
know.
purple today, and I said, hey.
Do you know what happened today?
What's
what? So I was a little bit. Oh,
Johnny wants me to switch chairs.
You're so sweet. Thank you, John, for helping Aaron. He needs a lot. He needs a lot of help this morning.
Oh, okay.
I initially had a black outfit on, and I forgot to text Ed that I was going to wear black. And then I checked my phone, and he said he was wearing purple because he didn't hear from me.
Oh.
And then I was like, oh dear. So.
At least you had the purple dress ready.
Oh, it was ready to go. I real quick switched outfits. It was fine.
Very
no big
nice.
deal.
And then I put mine out the night before. We don't color coordinate.
No,
I don't do that.
unless if it's on surprise, which
But
this was a good one.
surprise, yeah. Very cool.
I was running late today. January 31st, like this month.
No.
It is dragged.
Well,
This month
because
is so long.
really, it's like the first time we've seen the sun. So if you haven't heard, it's
know.
out today.
I know.
The skies have cleared a little bit, and it's now partly sunny this morning. So
I actually
you'll need
had
your sunglasses.
Johnny, your boy Marrero, pull in the 10-day that you did, I believe. John, can you look at
Oh,
that?
that's the 7
That's a 7-day. Okay, but we had a 10-day at one point, right?
We did. I worked on the 10-day forecast.
Because there was like a 40-something.
40s next week. Yeah, for a lot. From like Wednesday through like next Saturday.
Look at what Anita says. Rebirth.
I know. You're not
Seriously,
kidding. You just go out there and that sun makes such a difference.
It does, doesn't it?
Well, since January 23rd, the skies have been 100% overcast. So we have not seen the sun. And then at times this month, we've had peaks of sunshine, but for the most part, every day has been mostly cloudy. Every day, except for January 2nd and maybe today, we've had at least a trace of rain or snow.
Marguerite says it's going to be really good to see a sun. Ooh, Lori has a good question. So is a groundhog going to see a shadow? Friday morning.
It's going to be snowing Friday morning. So,
so what does it mean if he doesn't see a shadow? Then spring comes earlier, right? Is that the?
Yeah, well, if it's sunny out, then he sees a shadow, but it's going to be cloudy. And so he's not going to see
But so if he doesn't see it, does spring come earlier or later?
You know what? I never.
You know, the meteorologist.
That day bothers me more than any other day of the year.
Groundhog's Day. You should have heard this guy going off about it the other day.
I just like, because everyone's like, somebody's going to be right. I'm like,
we can't get the right answers from you, so let's get it from this little animal. Hilarious. Grace says in Buffalo, it's always 6 more weeks of winter.
I know. It's not like whatever happens, the bottom line is it's still going to be winter-like. But hey, you know what? Through like the middle of February, temperatures are expected to be above normal. Should see a switch right around Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. And then it gets cold again.
Yes.
Okay.
But again, it's February in Buffalo. It happens.
Okay. You know what, John? That's a story we should have thought. We should have thought about putting on Second Cup because we didn't get to talk about it yesterday. That Valentine's Day story. Remember we talked about the Valentine's spending story?
$200+.
I'm going to Google that really quick because I am wondering, Cuppies, how much are you spending if you have a significant other, you're dating someone, or you want to whatever? How much are you spending on Valentine's Day? Aaron, I'll start with you.
Not $200. I can tell you that. I'll be on the lower end.
Aaron, I'll start with you. What are you thinking that you might spend?
I already bought the gift, and it was
so you just get like a regular old gift, some kind of gift.
So it's a gift. It's
All
a gift that's purchased.
We won't talk about it because the bear might be watching.
But no, I mean it's some concert she wanted to go see, so it was like $90.
Oh, so she knows what it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't go. I had never even heard of the band, let alone purchase it.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's a smart girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what the National Retail Federation says. 53% of people plan to celebrate. $185 is what we're spending on average. $185. John, if you Google the National Retail Federation, Valentine's Day 2024, you can pull up this graphic. And then 29% of those not celebrating say they're still going to mark the occasion somehow.
Okay.
So let's see what people have to say here. Kelly says, listen, no, she agrees with you. She's not spending $200.
Yeah, Kelly, there's no need to.
Lauren, we don't do Valentine's gifts anymore. We'll have a nice dinner or something at home. And you know that
Because
her,
what is it?
her husband makes a nice dinner.
Oh, that's right.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Lori says her husband does flowers or jewelry.
You know what? As I had said, I've set the bar real low when we first met,
Uh-huh.
so gonna keep it that way.
Okay, Anita, this is great. That you see these deals that like I was actually thinking about doing
It's a
this.
good deal.
Well, so I was thinking about doing this. We got a little bit closer. Like usually, like the Sloan Market or like what's the other one, like Camilla's or whatever. Here's Pelicanos. They do these different Valentine's Day deals. Even Dashes did one last year, I think, because Paul and I might have picked that up. So
That is awesome.
Anita's buying the 59 2 steak, 2 lobster tails from Pelicanos.
Now, do you have to cook those yourself?
Yeah.
That'd be tough.
can
Steak makes
cook-
me nervous.
Really, you don't cook? Oh my god, my husband and my brother cook a steak all the time at home.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried, but it's like you could, boy, if you don't do it well, you could really mess it up.
Parker's Pit says homemade Valentine's card. You can't put a price on
There you
love.
go. I'm with you.
Kelly says 200 seems reasonable.
Oh.
Della's buying cards and flowers for her daughter and granddaughter.
Very nice. Very nice.
Grace said not spending much. Her kids are her Valentine.
Oh,
Connie's going to dinner.
cool.
Shirley says being together more important than any gift. Oh, cue my mom for the Valentine's Day spending $185. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
MB.
That's,
Right on.
where do you think I get it from too? Like, I mean, that's
Yeah, you guys are like twinsies.
I know. I always tell Paul at Valentine's Day too. I'm like, don't buy roses.
Yeah.
They're so marked up. Now, listen, if you own a florist, I hope people buy roses. But I'm the kind of person who I'm just like, just get them another day.
Yeah, like I said.
Get 'em on the
it's like
16th.
what this year, I think it's a Tuesday or Wednesday. It's a Wednesday.
Lil Adam.
So like I gotta work the next day.
Yeah.
I'm getting up before 3 on Thursday, no matter what happens the day before. So it's like,
Right. Lil Adam says he's spending, that's what I'm going to call him, Little Adam, our guy. Ed was teasing him so bad on air today. Did anybody catch that? He was at a rock climbing gym.
oh yeah.
And he was like, it was a class for kids 7 to 13. And Ed was like, Adam, you're just outside of that age range. And poor Adam, he's got a little bit of a delay. So he's on, and he was like this. And then you heard him here, and he was like, it was so cute.
But he still talks like he's in the 13-year-old range. So a lot
Exactly.
of times I'm like, can you translate what Adam just said?
Get
'Cause he's
this.
speaking in the youth.
How sweet is he, though?
Uh,
His mom's birthday's coming up. He has to save up money to send her.
see, Adam's gonna be sending flowers, so that's very nice.
Ooh, fresh off the brush studio, single making chocolate strawberries,
Ooh,
then passing them out.
lunch meetup.
I like that.
Those are
Connie's,
delicious.
Connie's making cupcakes.
Okay.
Oh, and Fresh Off the Brush Studio saying she loves Pelicanos too. Oh, here, Diane, she's got the Sloan Market deal. $30 steak, lobster, potato, and dessert.
That is a great deal.
Sloan Market Valentine's Day.
Like if you do fast food for 2 people, you're going to spend more than $30.
I'm going
I
to do
know that
this
for a fact.
when we come back. I know. Fast food has gotten so expensive.
I'm like, the other day, Brady and I went through, it was like $31. So if I can get steak, lobster, potato, and dessert for 30,
$31 for the two of you?
well, we both get the value meal,
Yeah.
a medium.
Paul's the same way, though. Like when
I
we,
get an extra double cheeseburger because I ran.
God.
$31. I'm like, wow.
Oh, Aaron. Okay, wait. I was going to see if the Sloan Market had their
I guess it
Valentine's.
shouldn't be a value meal. Is it a value meal? I mean, they're all, they're like 12.
Camilla
15.
Sloan Market. Yeah, I don't see their Valentine's Day thing listed yet, but once it's put up or I actually find it, I will. I'm going to do a little story on it, I think.
know.
Not just there. I'll look at some of the different deals we can all get. How about that? Okay, Brittany says our anniversary, same week. And this week we're doing a jewelry making session at His and Hers Jewelry.
That's pretty cool.
That's a cool idea. Elizabeth, chocolate and something small for the kids. My husband and I, small gift for each other, and go out to dinner. So my parents would always say they don't like to go out to dinner on.
Oh, no way. I'm with them. It's like,
I can't even get it out.
go ahead.
Valentine's Day.
I know what you're going to say.
No, but Valentine's Day, New Year's.
New Year's,
Those,
Valentine's
yeah,
Day,
because
exactly.
my mom's like, it's a limited menu. They're trying to rush you out. Everybody's
5,000
this.
people. Then you look around the room like, okay, they've been married for 50 years. They're on their first date. That's awkward. Yeah.
Mhm. Julie said she got a lot of candy left from Halloween. Maybe she could get something from there. Adam, everyone's getting on him this morning. What did he do? Nothing, Adam. We love you. That's why we tease.
Yeah. Just,
He's the
picking
best.
at you because
Oh,
you're funny.
Gary's got a good point. This year, Ash Wednesday, the same day, so they're going out for a fish fry.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah,
Thank you.
a lot of people pointing that out. Shirley says that too. Jeanette, there's really a simple way to cut the strawberries into hearts before you dip them into chocolate. That's a cute idea. I like that.
Simple, huh?
Mark's got a quick question for you. Are you done with the snow? Because you showed the 10-day and it didn't have snow.
I'm done with the snow for 10 days. Although I have a little snow Friday morning. But other than that, pretty quiet weather right through the middle of February. Get toward Valentine's Day, and that's when things could start to change.
Marguerite hoping for a special dispensation to eat steak. Yeah. Valentine's Day is good. We like to cook.
That's a good point, though. Like with Ash Wednesday being that day, if you did want to do some steak, lobster, steak thing, you may want to do that the weekend before.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Maybe you get the Valentine's deal for like half price the next day. Or something like that.
Saturday. Yeah.
That's what I always say. Like, okay, Diane says, oh, the slow market deal is in their weekly ad. Thanks, Diane. I was looking really quick online and I didn't see it, but I'm going to get all that together like the week before Valentine's Day so we can all figure out where to pick those things up.
So this one, I give up ice caps. You're going to see me a little cranky around Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
When I give them up.
For Lent.
For Lent, ice caps and ice cream. So,
Oh, boy.
yeah.
Oh, boy.
It's amazing.
Oh, Carol. She says Valentine's Day brings a tear to her. I heard that's the day her dad passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. But you know what? Then you can at least think of him that day. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Sean says, check my messages. All right. Somebody sent me a message saying I got to check it. What is Sean saying here? Here it comes. Oh, he sent me the Sloan Market thing. Thank you, Sean.
Very nice.
It's hard to keep talking and looking.
Yeah.
So Sean, thank you. Okay, he's got so for $30, 2 ribeyes, 10 ounces, 2 Brazilian lobster tails, 8 jumbo cooked shrimp. So you do like cocktail shrimp,
Okay.
roasted fingerling potatoes, and chocolate cake for 2. $30.
Unbelievable.
I went with my brother one time to the Sloan Market, and I forget what deal it was that they had going on. He wanted to go pick it up. Line was out the door.
Oh, really?
We stayed, and my brother's like, I want to get this.
Sure.
We stayed, and it wasn't a big deal, and I didn't really want the deal, so I was like, you wait in line. I've never been in, and I bopped around the store. I mean, we're talking this line was down the street. Okay, so then here's another one. $99.99, so $100.
Okay.
16-ounce prime rib or prime bone-in ribeye. So you've got a much bigger and a prime steak there.
Good.
Plus those 8-ounce prime fillets, 2 South African cold water tails, 8 jumbo shrimp, the potatoes, a salad, and cheese. This one's strawberry cheesecake instead of chocolate cake.
I think that's a good deal too.
That's a lot of steak. That's
It
like
is a lot
4
of meat.
steaks.
Well,
But freeze 2 of them for another time.
yeah.
That sounds great.
I'm a big fan.
Barbara says, stay
I
home.
like
and
both
live.
those deals.
Stay home and live life. Connie says, somebody ship me that down to Florida. Anita says, a lot of the deals have to be pre-ordered. All right, we're going to take a look into that.
You know, that's a good point, Anita. That probably is very common because then they can get you in and out real quickly. What's your name? Oh, wait.
Right.
Yeah.
Mankowski. Yeah. Grace says, we were probably there for the box of chicken or the box of steak. Now, we have done the box of chicken before from Pelicanos. You can get it for like, Mom, what was it? Is it 99 cents a pound? I think it might have been 99 cents a pound. My mom will tell us she's here. And it's for 40 pounds of chicken. Here's the thing. You got to get 40 pounds of chicken.
Okay. So
we'd split it with my mom, my brother, and us.
But, you know, I think you can go through it pretty quickly. Like you said, you split it up with a couple of people.
So we'd split it up and we'd go through chicken breast fast.
Yeah. Oh, we do too.
Yeah.
We made a bunch last night and it was gone because my 13-year-old son is just going through a growth spurt.
Yeah.
So now we both eat a ton.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and I ran yesterday. So I'm just like, we ate like the entire thing.
Or if you do something in the crock pot, like that really. Okay. So I want to talk about this too. And let us know if you have 5 more Valentine's deals or things we should know about. Top streaming shows of 2023.
Okay.
Do you guys stream and what are you watching right now? What did you watch last year? Because Nielsen released the top shows. A lot of them are old shows, as you can imagine, because now they're going on streaming, right?
Okay.
Suits. Remember that one? It was a lawyer show with Meghan Markle, who married Prince Harry. Remember she was in that show for a while?
Do not.
Okay. Suits.
So I'm sorry.
Was it number one?
When you talked about this, like we were talking about this before, I said,
yeah,
I think I'm not going to be much help in this one.
Followed by Bluey, which you probably don't know. That's a little kid show.
We're past that stage.
But I could see why that's streaming because parents would be like, I didn't put on Bluey. And then NCIS and Grey's Anatomy. Those were the top 4.
Really? Wow. I mean.
Now, why are you surprised? Why'd you say really? I'm just wondering.
Because they're all older shows.
Yeah.
Like Grey's Anatomy's been around for what, like 20 years now?
Right.
It feels like.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised that people are going back to those because you probably have seen most of the episodes, unless you're just, like, hey, this is a pretty cool show. And look, they're not looking on their phones in the beginning, like 20 years ago.
Okay. So Anita says she only streams. Connie says she does not stream.
Yeah.
Julie says she's never streamed. Grace says she's streaming Criminal Minds and The Big Bang Theory. Karina agrees with Grey's Anatomy. likes that.
Okay.
Adam says, I have so many friends that love Grey's Anatomy. Adam, have you never watched Grey's? Have you
Came
watched
out when he probably before he was born.
Adam, go back and start watching. Start it. You got to start it from the beginning.
Yeah.
The beginning seasons are the best. Did you watch Grey's?
You know what? I did because it was when I did the 11 o'clock news. It was
on-
the lead-in.
Yes, I know.
So we'd all just watch, and I did get into it back then. You know, I think it was like Thursday. Maybe?
Yeah, it was. It was
Yeah.
Thursday nights.
So every
Yes.
Thursday, like, all right, cool. It's a fun hour at work. We'd all watch that.
Yeah. So I really got into Grey's after it had been on for a little while. That was kind of nice though, because then you could just like watch a new episode each day. Kelly says her 17-year-old just finished streaming House. Did you watch House ever?
I watched a couple episodes,
Yeah.
but I could see, that was one of those shows that I think that was on at a weird time and I could not really watch it.
Yeah. Oh, Adam. So Adam says he never did. That's a good show, Aaron. You would like it. You really get into it.
Yeah.
Brittany, we're watching Grey's and Golden Girls. That's a funny show.
Yeah.
Anita mentioning Schitt's Creek, that show. I don't know if you ever watched that.
No, I did not.
That's a funny show too.
I don't have Netflix, so I don't have the ability to stream a lot of the things.
Mhm.
I have Amazon Prime. I watched Reacher.
Reacher. Okay.
Yeah, that was
Oh, and remember when we were all watching Jack Ryan?
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Jack Ryan. We loved it. We all got into it at one point. Me, him, and Ed, and we were all like, "Did you see the new Jack Ryan?" Kelly, yes, Grey's Anatomy still on. It is. Linda says they always watch MASH, Emergency, Adam 12, and others. So she's watching some of the older shows.
Okay.
Corinne says she loved House too. Peter's never seen Grey's. Peter, it's so good. Oh my gosh, it's really good. Kelly's daughter's watching Desperate Housewives.
Oh, that's an old one too. That was on, I think, right before the 11 o'clock news as well, like on Mondays maybe.
Sherry said she loved Reacher also.
Oh,
Good show.
yeah, loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I read all the books. Matter of fact, I just left a book on that table in the newsroom where you can put stuff that you don't need
Oh yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
So I threw a Reacher book on there
Okay.
because it's a paperback and I read it on the beach. And
Oh, Elizabeth.
Nobody else can have it.
Friends is still her favorite binge show. Totally with you.
You can watch. I can watch. I'll watch Seinfeld, the reruns, and like laugh like it's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
every single time.
We also like New Girl.
We do.
We talk about New Girl a
And
lot.
you can stream that, right?
That's a funny show. Yeah, Jenna said she thinks it's on Hulu now.
Hulu.
That's a good show. And then,
New Girl is hilarious to me. Like I think it's either you like New Girl or you don't.
I think it's so
But
funny too.
I'm laughing the whole
Yeah,
time I'm
yeah.
watching it.
Oh, I agree. I think it's a great show. My mom says watching Only Murders in the Building right now. So I started that and I didn't get into it, but now I want to start it again.
Loved it. We've watched what three
you
seasons?
because
And I
you
keep telling
guys
if
loved
you
it.
watch it.
I know,
Yeah,
but
you-
I started watching it and I didn't love it, so I'll try it again. Also, what was the other one we were gonna say? Oh, Parks and Rec. That's a funny show. It's so
That's
funny.
true. I think The Office is on. I'm sure you can stream it,
Peacock,
but it's
yeah.
on like the Comedy Central all day, every day. So you can watch
Uh-huh.
those too.
Anita, this is a good one too. Now you have to. It's a little crass, and by a little I mean a lot. Shameless. It's pretty brutal when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like NSFW or whatever they say. Not safe for work. Not safe for work. Not safe for kids around. But it is
Is
a
that
funny
on
show.
Netflix or something?
Shameless is on Netflix.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's why I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. It was pretty funny. Someone mentioning Big Bang Theory, Young Sheldon, Seinfeld is timeless. Kelly says, Kelly, listen, I work for Parks and Rec and it's just like the show.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Kelly, I would
Kelly.
love to hear more. 13 Reasons Why someone's watching and Fool Me Once. Interesting.
Are those Netflix?
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know that one. I'm always looking for new stuff to watch though. I just finished watching that documentary American Nightmare. That's on Netflix.
Oh, is it?
My brother told me to watch it, so I watched it. It's like a true crime.
Okay.
You're watching this whole thing's 3 episodes. You're like, right off the bat, I'm like, oh, Aaron did it. Aaron did it. And then the next episode, you're like, Katie
Ed
did
did
it.
it.
Katie
Yeah.
did it. And then you're like, oh my God, was it Ed?
Yeah,
Like,
it was Ed.
yeah, it keeps your.
You know what though with streaming, and I can't be alone on this. We watched the new Mission Impossible movie,
Okay.
and it just kept like stopping,
Glitching. Oh, I hate that.
buffering,
Yeah.
whatever.
Buffering.
And it was 2 hours and 43 minutes, and I'm like, we're gonna finish this thing in 3 days at this pace. So I fell asleep 2 days in a row watching it because it would just glitch, and once
Yeah.
the sun goes down, I'm out.
Yeah,
So
that's.
yeah, so that to me, I prefer putting on a show and not having to worry about my internet connection that evening.
Jeanette says Trailer Park Boys on Netflix. My husband has watched this show, and I've come in on it, and I'm like, I'll just say it's not a show for me.
Okay, if Paul loves it, then I'll have
Oh,
to check it out.
it's dumb, I think,
Which
but
is
that's just me. But
perfect.
you know what I'm right? Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so funny that everybody has like such different TV. And so Paul and I obviously have a Netflix account. It's so funny because it's like you watch this, so we suggest this.
Oh, that's
I mean,
awesome.
they're like this far apart.
Yep,
Netflix is
yep.
probably like, what is with this couple?
You'll see that in the bottom too. We suggest after your habit suggests this. I'm like, oh, these look great, and I get some pushback.
Yeah, right, exactly. And I'm like, what are you watching that it's giving me this suggestion? This sounds ridiculous. Mary loves Seinfeld. Favorite episode when they caved. Adam says he and Hannah are because they live together. They all live in our like JCP apartment. You know, the JCPs.
Yeah,
Those
they
are
have,
like the students who come in. Then it's their first year working. And Adam and Hannah are both one of them. They have 3 more episodes to go of Fool Me Once. Then they're watching Black Mirror.
Ooh.
Interesting. All right. Very good. Good stuff. Okay. John, what else should we talk about? What did you want us to hit? You want us to talk about, time off maybe?
No, there were 3 things.
Yeah. Well, we added vacations. We added vacation days, but we were also going to talk about after school stuff.
After school, that was the 3rd one.
Is it hard to find stuff for kids to do after school?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff at school. So if your kids are in middle or high school, they have different clubs and there's different sports and different activities that they can stay and do. But it is tough. Sometimes weekends are tough. A lot of people going in different directions and whatnot. And the weather, you can't be like, get outside because it's just not the best. So there's always that struggle because, you want non-screen time activities.
Yeah.
And it's not easy.
Yeah.
Especially if you're busy.
Okay, I'm seeing a comment from William saying he's being ignored, but I know we mentioned young Sheldon that he had suggested. So there you go. Just want to address that.
Yeah, sure.
Also, okay, so I'm looking for parents, grandparents, if you have children in your life. So they're asking now, a lot of parents are asking for more money to go to after school programs and after school things. Now I have to imagine those gap hours are really tough for a lot of parents, like that 3 to 3:30 to like
3 to
5 to 6. Yeah.
So you get home from work, 4:30 to 5:30, and perhaps your kids are home that time. So you're right. There's those programs from 3 to 5 are super important because an active kid, a busy kid is obviously less likely to get into any trouble.
Right. And
it's not like
also
some sort of news flash.
There's not a lot of jobs where you can be like, hey, I got to leave at 3 now. See ya.
No, it's tough. I mean, no. Or, like ours, you're leaving around noontime, but you're a zombie. So there are days
you got to lay down for a minute. Yeah. Let's see here. Danielle says her son's in the drama and the Lego club after school, and thank goodness for late buses. Mary says when she thinks about growing up in after school, she never remembers being bored, but she thinks it's because of how they were taught and what's being taught now. Grace says their after school is 4 to 6. Anita says after school she was watching Speed Racer.
I think back in the day too, you didn't have as much of these structured sports like we have now.
Yeah.
Where kids could come home and you could then meet your friends and pick up hockey in the street. Where now if you're playing hockey, you're probably going to hockey practice at an ice rink, and maybe you're going to do some sort of specialized thing in that sense. So there's not the same freedom that kids once had, say 20, 30 years.
You know what? So this is the one school that we were at yesterday when we did the, if you give a child a book, that was that reading campaign. If you were with us on Second Cup yesterday.
Books are huge.
Right. That's where we were. So this particular school had 150 kids on the wait list for after school.
And there's the thing too.
Right.
All these kids. And I've read too how difficult it is to get in some of the different schools in Buffalo and the different charter schools. And, all that plays a part. And then at the end of the day, it's our responsibility. We had the children. So you're trying to figure out what to do. But I do. The after school activities and trying to not keep every second occupied, because you and your child need some downtime as well. But that's a struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely see that. So they're trying to see if they can get more state money to increase after school activities and maybe get more kids into that program. So, 150 of them don't have to be on a waiting list for that.
Yeah, that's a lot of kids who are not, instead of being able to go do stuff after school, they're just kind of going home. And if there's not a structure at home because the parents are working, it's a tough situation. Yeah,
for sure. So interesting. Hey guys, thanks for joining in the conversation today. Glad to have you with us. Last day of January, get ready. We turn a corner tomorrow, hopefully. It's just such a long month.
Enjoy the little sun while we have it this morning.
Enjoy the sun. Find your sunglasses. We'll see you tomorrow.